Alrighty, guys. Welcome. This is your host, ID Jester. First of all, happy Christmas Eve to everyone out there. But we got some baseball here from Progressive Field in downtown Cleveland, Ohio, as the Cleveland Indians go for the sweep against the Kansas City Royals. They won the last game 15-11. Very exciting game on May 7th. This is game number 28 of the season. And the Brooms are out here at Progressive Field to see if Cleveland can do the sweep. So let's get to it. We are going to Sunday, May 8th. And it's going to be Kansas City at Cleveland. And we will go. There is your starting lineups. Escobar's at short. Kane is in center field. Hosmer's at first. Morales is at DH. Alex Gordon in left, Salvador Perez is catching, Chester Cuthbert is at third, Christian Colon is at second, and Gerard Dyson is in right field. Your starting pitcher is going to be Edison Valdez for Kansas City. And for the Tribe, it's going to be Carlos Santana DH leading things off, Jason Kipnis at second, Francisco Lindor at short, Michael Brantley in left, Mike Napoli at first, Yan Gomes is catching, Yanni Chisenhall in center field, Marlon Byrd in right field, and Juan Uribe at third. Pitching today for your Tribe is none other than the right-hander Josh Tomlin, and let's play ball. It's going to do this one a little bit differently today. What I'm going to do is actually use the fast action dice roller from online there. So hopefully you guys can see that. And is that too big? Man, let's make it a little bit smaller. All right. Anyways. So that'll give us all our different numbers, and we can just click, blah, blah, blah. And you won't actually see the cards because I don't feel like getting the camera all set up and everything. So we're just going to do this one as more of a radio broadcast for all our fans out there today. And here we go with the first pitch of the game tonight. First things first, we need to see what kind of day Josh Tomlin is going to have. So we're going to look at the splits number. Doesn't matter which one of these boxes, but it'll give us a nice roll. So he rolled a 6. So that is going to be an A day for Josh Tomlin. And so now we have Escobar stepping in the box. We have nobody out here in the top of the first inning. And here comes the pitch. Base is empty, and it's at 31. 31 will be a base hit single for Escobar, as he's going to line that one into short center field for a base hit. And now due up is going to be Lorenzo Kane. So Lorenzo. And we have runner first, and this is going to be a 62. 62 on Tomlin will be an out, so we're going to look here. It's going to be fly ball center field. So fly ball, center field, and we have a one away. Eric Hosmer's up. And here comes the pitch. Runner at first. 26 and Hosmer. And since he's a lefty, that'll be a single. And it's going to go to left field. Runner on first is Escobar. And in the outfield, in the left field, is going to be Michael Brantley. We need to check and see if he's got a weak arm. And Michael Brantley actually has a strong arm, so they will stop at second on the single. So 2 men on and 1 out here for your Kansas City Royals. Kendrick Morales. Runners at first and second. Here comes the pitch. It is a 12 and swing and a miss. Strike 3 called. And that's 2 away now for Alex Gordon. Alex waits on the pitch, and here it comes. Runner stills at first and second 46 is a ballpark, and a 5 on the ballpark card says that's hitting the gap. Oh, Nilly, that's hitting the gap. And that one's going to bounce off the wall. And here comes Hosmer. They're going to wave Hosmer on, and that's going to be a 2-run double for Alex Gordon as he gets that one over the head of Bird in right field. And just like that, the Kansas City Royals jump on top 2-0. Runner in scoring position for Salvador Perez. We have a runner on second, and this is going to be a KD rating. 15 for this split means it's not going to be a strikeout. Range rating is 20 or less, then it'll be an out. So that's definitely going to be an out. So it is going to be going to KD. So these splits for 15 means it's not a strikeout. So now it's 20 greater than or 20 less than or equal to the range rating. Then out. That's a shortstop. Okay, so it's going to be a 6-4 put out. That's our 6-3 put out. And that's going to do it for the top of the first inning. But the Royals put 2 runs across, and we go to the bottom of the first. And it's Edison Velquez. Let's see what kind of day Edison's going to have. He rolled a 5. He's also going to have an A day. So, hey, happy Merry Christmas there, Phil Reynolds. I have to move some stuff around on my screen here, so I can actually just do that. That's fine. All right. So it's going to be Carlos Santana against Edison Velquez. Bottom of the first, and that is a 45. 45 will be an out, and that's going to be a fly ball. That's going to be to Alex Gordon, who got the 2-run double in the first, and that is going to be a fly ball to Gordon for the out. That brings up Jason Kipnis. Base is empty here. 65, that's going to be on the pitcher card. Pitcher card, home run 1-5, that is a 19. That's going to be a fly ball and deep to Lorenzo Cain, but he makes it look easy in center field for the second out, and it's Francisco Lindor. Still bases empty here, and here comes the pitch, and a nasty curveball, swing and a miss, and the side retired. 1, 2, 3 for the Tribe in the first. We go to the second. It is 2-0 Kansas City, and it's Chester Cuthbert. Now Chester had 12 home runs and 32 walks, 96 strikeouts in 2016. He's facing Josh Tomlin, the big, strong right-hander. Here comes the pitch. Starting the second inning. 46 is another ballpark, but a 20. 20 is, we're going to go to the wildest chart. It's the wildest chart. And let's see what we have here for the wildest chart. Wildest activity base situation. You know, that didn't help me at all. Okay. It's just fortunate I got cards, fast action cards here on my desk, so I'm just going to flip up one of these, take care of it. So the wildest situation with bases empty. Is it wildest? Yes, wildest. It's wildest. Foul pop-up to third base. Fan interference. If away team fielding, the batter is out. If no interference, if home team fielding, batter gets another roll. So a little fan interference here at home as the fans reach into play and knock this one away. And that is considered what then? A fan interference. Oh, no interference if home team is fielding. The home team is fielding, so there is no home. So Juan Uribe says, get out of my way, get out of my way, and makes the catch. Pop it up to third base for the out. Chester Cuthbert out there on a weird, wild play here. And here comes Christian Colon for the Royals. Base is still empty, top of the second inning. And it is a 2-3, and that is going to be a pop-up behind the plate. Yan Gomes throws his mask off, running back towards the wall, waits on it, and makes the catch. Foul out to the catcher. And that brings up Gerard Dyson. Tribe on a 3-game winning streak here. Let's see if they can continue their hot streak. And 14 is an out for Gerard Dyson. That's going to be hit into right field, and Bird makes the catch. Bird is the word. And it's a 1-2-3 inning here in the top of the second for your Tribe. We go to the bottom of the second, and Michael Brantley is coming to the plate. Michael Brantley. Here comes the pitch. Uh-oh. That is hit well. And that's carrying. And that is off the top of the wall. Oh, my gosh. It bounces back into play. King can't get it. It's still rolling. Rounding first. Heading to second with a stand-up double is Michael Brantley. Interesting enough, Michael Brantley, for 2016 Cleveland Indians, had no triples, no home runs, and only 2 doubles. He only played in 11 games. He must have been hurt. So Michael Brantley with the big double. And now it brings up Mike Napoli. Now, Mike Napoli can hit him out. He's hit him out at a pretty good clip so far. We have got 34 home runs on the season. Here comes the pitch. Runner at second, 45. That will be an out. It's lined out right at the first baseman. Line it right at the first baseman. Mike Napoli. And here comes Yan Gomes. Runner second, 12. And Yan swinging it. Ball 4. That would have been ball 4, but he took a swing at it. And that'll be a strikeout. Credited to Velquez on the mound. Lonnie Chasenhall. 65. Another home run check off the pitcher. That one is carrying. That one is going out to center field. Kane back to the warning track and makes the catch a few steps from the wall. It was hit long. It wasn't hit long enough, though. And that is another 1-2-3 inning for the Royals pitching. We go to the third. Still 2-0 here in beautiful downtown Cleveland, Ohio on a beautiful May day, 2016. Escobar is back up. And here comes the pitch. And that is swing and a miss. And a strikeout for Josh Tomlin. And Lorenzo Cain. And here comes the pitch. And that is going to be a hot shot down the line. And Uribe. Oh, nice backhand snap. That was headed down the line. But he grabs that one before it gets down the line. And that's 2 outs for Eric Hosmer. And this is going to be the second baseman, Kipnis. Error check for Kipnis. And Jason Kipnis' error is a 4, and that is a 1. So that is bobbled by Kipnis. And he's not going to make the throw in time. And that is going to be the old E4 on Jason Kipnis. So that'll bring up Kendrick Morales. Kendrick Morales will hit 263 on the season. The runner at first with 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd inning. And that is a 34. And that will be base hit. And is going out to right field. It's going to fall in front of Bird. Runner on first. Holds a second, but can run with risk. Bird's arm in right field is going to be weak, actually. So they might try to throw him. They might try. With a weak arm, he's only out on a 1. So they're going to send the runner. And Bird will just lob it in and keep Morales on first. So we got runners on the corners with 2 away here. For Alex Gordon. Alex Gordon hit a double in the 1st inning off the base of the wall, giving the Royals their own runs. So Josh Tomlin has to pitch him a little cautiously here. And we have runners at 1st and 3rd, 2 away. That is a 41, and that is going to be a ground ball, and then Dorr gets it on the hop, and he's going to flip it over to Kipnis on the short way, and that's going to do it. So good pitch by Tomlin. Got him to hit it off the end of the bat, and they're going to get out of this one. Dave Gardner, how you doing, buddy? He says, let's go Royals. We go to the bottom of the 3rd inning, and so far it's been all Royals to be actually, as Cleveland has only managed 1 hit so far off of Edison Valquez. We go to the bottom of the 3rd, and due up is Marlon Byrd. Base is empty, and 61. That's going to be a ground ball. Escobar, backhand stab, turn, spin, throw, and got him by half a step. That brings up Juan Uribe. Juan Uribe would have a 296. Or is that 206? I can't read. I will tell you here shortly. I can't read the little numbers. So, Tribe Fan 879 is in the house. He's got a front seat, of course, down here in the luxury box. Juan Uribe. Base is empty, and 55. And the split number is a 10, and that is going to be base hit into left field for Juan Uribe. And that is the 2nd hit of the ballgame for the Tribe. And it brings up Carlos Santana, Mr. All-American for the Tribe so far in the season. Let's see what he can do with runner at first. 45 will be an out. That's going to be a fly ball out to center field. 2 outs here for Jason Kipnis. Still runner at first. Uh-oh. And the split is a 6. And that is hit high. Deep drive. Left center field. Gordon back to the wall. Track. Wall. Looks up. And that is gone. And just like that, we got us a tie ball game as Jason Kipnis hits his 3rd home run of the season. He launched that one into the left bleachers. And just like that, it is tied up now off the bat of Jason Kipnis. Wow, what a hit that turned out to be. Timely attack. And Valquez shakes his head as he gets another ball. And Here comes Francisco Lindor. Bases are back to empty. And Francisco swing and miss. Strike 3. But their tribe has tied things up here in the bottom of the 3rd. It is all square here at Progressive Field. 2 runs apiece. And Josh Tomlin comes back with a little life now. And let's see what he can do against Salvador Perez. Base is empty. 64. That's going to be to Uribe. He's going to have to be quick about it. Throws off target, but Napoli tags the runner down the line. And good play there by both Uribe and Napoli to get the little speedy Salvador Perez. And I'm looking for what I'm doing. Here it is. That's what I'm looking for. Now Chesler Cuthbert. Chesler. Cheslor. Chesler Cuthbert. And nobody on here in the top of the 4th. That is a 31. And that is going to be ground ball past Kipnis into right field for another single for Chesler Cuthbert. Cheslor Cuthbert. So runner on first, 1 out here for Christian Colon. Christian Colon, 44, and that's going to be a single into right field. Runner on first was going to try and take advantage of Bird's weak arm. And he's headed over towards 3rd. Are they going to throw him? His weak-ass arm. And no, they will not. They don't want the runner on first to take off. So that is going to be a single plus. And runners at the corners now. And brings up Gerard Dyson. And the driver going to play halfway in. Uribe and Napoli at the edge of the grass. Lindor Kipnis playing back. And here comes the pitch. Runners at first and 3rd. And that is going to be a ground out. And it's hit right at Lindor. Lindor flips to Kipnis. Kipnis on the bag, turn and throws to Napoli and got him. 6-4-3. Double play. Get out of here. And the crowd is jumping up and down on that one. Beautiful play there, just like you draw it up. And Josh Tomlin pumps his fist as he's headed to the dugout, appreciating his defense behind him. But it was a good pitch to get that, to have him hit it right at your shortstop. So Michael Brantley steps in. Score remains 2-2 as Kansas City had the momentum going there in the top of the inning, but the defense was equal to the task. Let's see if Kansas City defense is equal to the task here in the bottom of the 4th. 32 LB high pop fly. It's going out there to Dyson in right field. He will take a few steps towards the right field line and make the catch. And that brings up Mike Napoli. Mike Napoli waits on the pitch, and here it comes. And that one is, looked like ball 4, but the ump rings him up. That was a outside pitch, but the ump said it was a strike. And that brings up Yan Gomes, still bases empty, and that is a 24. That is going to be a ground out right towards Cuthbert, and he's going to come in bare hand, throw to Hosmer, and stretch in time. 5-3 on the putout, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Tribe. We go to the 5th, still tied at 2-2. Both pitchers pitching pretty well. Josh Tomlin comes back out, and it's going to be Escobar for the Royals. Base is empty. And 61, and that is going to be Ground ball, Lindor coming in on the edge of the grass, gets it on the hop, throws, and in on target this time for the putout. And that brings up Lorenzo Cain for the third time today. So far, he is flying out to center field and lined out to Uribe at third base. Here comes the pitch. And that will be a hard hit ball to Kipnis. He's on the edge of the grass and throws to Napoli for the out. And that brings up Eric Hosmer. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. And Hosmer, here comes the pitch, and 97 mile an hour fastball, blew that right by him. And that is a 1-2-3 inning for the top of the 5th. We're halfway home here in Progressive Field. Your score is still 2-2 after 4.5 complete. Lonnie Chisenhall for the Tribe steps in. Here comes Valquez. He gets a sign from Perez behind the plate, and the pitch. And that is going to be back up the middle, hit. And Escobar and Colon, neither one of them can get that one. And that is a leadoff single by Lonnie Chisenhall. And that brings up Marlon Byrd. Marlon Byrd with the runner first. And that will be he's a right-hander. It's going to be ground out to the shortstop. And he's going to flip it over. And Colon, let's see, does Colon have a strong arm? Can they turn this double play? Colon has got a strong arm, and that is going to be Escobar throws to Colon. Colon guns it to first and gets him. And that is going to be a 6-4-3. And it brings up Juan Uribe. Juan Uribe, here comes the pitch. And Uribe, a little nibbler back to Valquez. Valquez gets it and throws it over to Hosmer. We go to 6, still tied at 2-2. Beautiful game here for a nice May day in Cleveland. The birds are chirping. The butterflies are flying around. And Tribe Fan is rolling Stratomatic baseball up in his apartment. All right, Josh Tomlin here, top of the 6th. Here comes the pitch. That is going to be a ballpark 15, and that is going to be a foul out to, he is a switch hitter, so it's going to be batting left-handed side. He's going to foul out to Napoli on the first base side for the out. And that brings up Alex Gordon. And Gordon will ground ball, hit hard to Lindor. Lindor throwing on target. 2 up, 2 down. Salvador Perez steps to the bag. Here he comes. 42, and that's going to be right at Lindor again. And he pumps his fist as he makes another one on target. And that is a 1-2-3 inning. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Both offenses have been stymied here by good pitching in the last few innings. And let's see if Valquez is equal to the task of Tomlin here. In the bottom of the 6th, still 2-2's your score. Carlos Santana. Carlos would hit 34 home runs in the season, and the Tribe would like to see one of those right now. Here comes the pitch. And that is going to be... let's see. He's going to ground that down to Hosmer. Hosmer's going to take it to the bag himself. Actually, he's going to flip it to Valquez, who's covering for him there. That brings up Jason Kipnis. Base is still empty. 31. And Kipnis is going to hard hit ball, bounces past Cologne into right field, and that will be a single. A 1-out single. And here comes the man, the legend, the myth, the player the Cardinals should pick up in the offseason if they're smart. Francisco Lindor. Here they come. Here comes the pitch by Velquez. 41 and ball 4. And that is our first walk given up by either pitcher. And just like that, we have runners at first and second for Michael Brantley. Runners at first and second, and here comes the pitch. It's a 1-1 swing and a miss. Michael Brantley out in front of that slider. And Velquez coming back with a big strikeout there. 2 outs, 2 on. Here comes Mike Napoli. Napoli on the season has 3 home runs, lined out to first, and a strikeout so far today. Let's see what he can do with runners at first and second. 2-way here in the bottom of the 6th. And that is going to be a fastball. And blew it right by him. Strike 3. And that one is going to end the inning. We go to the 7th. Still tied at 2-2. Holy cow. Josh Tomlin will come back out to face off against Cuthbert. And here comes the pitch, 36, and that's going to be a high fly ball. That's going to be out to Brantley in left field. He will make the catch for the out. That is 6 or 7 in a row by Josh Tomlin. And due up, Christian Cologne. Base is empty, 24. And he is going to ground that ball right at Urime. He's going to step into the throw and right to Napoli for the out. 2 up, 2 down. It's 8 in a row. And Gerard Dyson comes up. Pitcher check. And oh no, Josh Tomlin. Curveball, hanging curveball, and that one is hit well. It's going down the line. If it stays fair, it is gone, and that one hits the foul pole. Bounces back into play, but the refs do the whirly bird as that one is gone. And just like that, Gerard Dyson gives the Royals back the lead, 3-2 on the home run check. And Tomlin shaking his head. And here comes Escobar. And are they going to take Tomlin out? They're going to give him, they're going to take him out. They've seen enough as Terry Francona thought about pulling him a little bit sooner, but they wanted to ride him as far as they could ride him. And unfortunately, he gave up that hanging curveball. So it's going to be Zach McAllister is going to come in. Zach, let's see what kind of day Zach's going to have. We're going to be looking at the splits check here. Oh, not that. The splits check. So that is an 8. So he's going to have a normal day. He's going to have a normal B day. So 2 outs for Zach McAllister against Escobar. And the bases are empty. And that would be a single against the left-hander. Zach McAllister's a right-hander. So that's going to be a fly ball out to Brantley in left field. And that's going to do it for the top of the 7th. 1 run on 1 hit and no errors. We go to the bottom of the 7th. It's stretch time here in Cleveland Progressive Field. And it's 3-2 now. And now, what do the Royals do? Velquez looks like he's going to get the ball to start the bottom of the 7th. Velquez comes out, and it's going to be Yan Gomes. Here comes the pitch. Base is empty 42 and ball 4. That's going to be a walk to Jan Gomes. Ooh, Nilly. They got the left-hander, Lonnie Chasenhall, coming up, and that's going to be it for Valquez. That's going to be it for Valquez as the lefty, Lonnie Chasenhall's coming up. And they're going to be making a change. Call to the pen here. And it looks like the lefty coming in, Danny Duffy for the Royals, is coming in. And this pitching change is brought to you by your good friends at Geico. Don't forget, 15 minutes could save yourself 15% or more on car insurance. All right, here we go. Lonnie Chasenhall. And Jan Gomes is at first. Chasenhall. And Danny Duffy. Chasenhall is not great bunter. He is a 4, which makes you want to think about it. He'd need a 1, 2, 3, or 4 twice in a row. I think, you know what they're going to do? They're going to put on the hit and run. It looks like they're going to try out and stay on the double play with the slow-footed Jan Gomes. He's going to take off on the pitch. Here it comes. Hit and run. Check 61 on the pitcher's card for a strikeout. And 61 is a strikeout. If it is a strikeout, the runner attempts to steal, but that is stolen base -6. Well, fortunately, not fortunately, Jan Gomes is going to get thrown out as he cannot steal. And whoa, Nilly, that was not a good play there. That is going to be a strike him out, throw him out, double play. Not what you wanted to see there for the Tribe. Bottom of the 7th, Marlon Byrd due up, nobody. And Marlon Byrd will swing and miss. And a very promising start to the inning, and they got nothing to show for it. We go to the 8th. Still tied. Or, I'm sorry, not tied. We had 3-2 still. And Zach McAllister will come back out to face off against the leadoff man, Lorenzo Cain. And here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Cain's out of there. And Hosmer, 35. And off McAllister will be a base hit. Back up the middle. Single for Eric Hosmer. And Kendrick Morales is up. Runner at first. 56. And that is swing and a miss. As Zach McAllister comes right back with a nice slider for the out. Alex Gordon now runner at first. Two-way. 2-2. And the split is a 20 though. And that will be a swing and a miss. As he is down on strikes. So Zach McAllister goes through and strikes out the side after giving up the single. And now we are in the bottom of the 8th. And it is going to be Duffy out. And it's going to be the right-hander, Hechevar. Luke Hechevar is coming in for the Royals. Let's see what kind of day Luke Hechevar is going to have. We're going to look at the purple number right there. As he 12, so he's going to have a normal B day. Just like Zach McAllister currently. All right, he's going to face off against Juan Uribe. Here comes the pitch. 33. The split is a 15, though. And that is a swing and miss. As Urime goes down on the strikes, had a chance at it, but just couldn't pull the trigger in time. And Carlos Santana's up. Base is empty. And 1-2 would be a walk. Everything else is an out. That's going to be a fly ball. And it's going out to Dyson in right field. 2 up, 2 down for Jason Kipnis. Base is empty. 32 will be a ground ball. Escobar, 6-3 on the putout. If you're scoring at home. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. We go to the 9th. Zach McAllister will be done. And coming in for Zach is going to be... let's see. We got a righty, and then a lefty coming up. So 3 right-handers coming up in a row. And I think it's going to be... It's going to be Brian Shaw coming in for the Tribe. So Brian Shaw against Salvador Perez, top of the 9th. And here comes the pitch. Base is empty. And that is a nasty curveball in there. He buckled Perez's knees there. And that is strike 3. So we go to Chesler Cuthbert. KD. And that is going to be a KD of... It's going to be a strikeout, as the split is within the range of a strikeout, so no error check needed. And but we do need to check and see what kind of day Brian Shaw is going to have. And he's got a 3, so he's going to have an A day, actually. Not that it matters, because there's only maybe one batter left. Let's see. Christian Colon. 2 outs, top of the 9th, 35 out. And that's going to be ground ball down to third, 5-3 in the putout. So 3 outs to go for the Royals to spoil the Tribe's 4-game winning streak. And it looks like it's going to be the closer. Let's see if I can get the closer's card here now. Do we have a closer? Calvin? He only had 12 saves, actually. Jesus. Interesting. Let's see what we have that made saves. Save opportunity. Oh, it's Wade Davis. So Wade Davis and also Herrera. So who is... they're both in this game. We're going to give it to... Well, Wade Davis had more, so we're going to give it to Wade Davis. So Wade Davis is coming in. Not good news for Tribe fan 879. Wade Davis trying to close this one out. RJL, he's on the ball. Yeah. That other guy also had saves for Kansas City, too. What was his name? Herrera. Kelvin Herrera had 12 saves. So I don't know if Wade Davis got traded and then he had to step in there or what. But and Chris Young actually had a save as well. But anywho, it's going to be Wade Davis. And he's going to face off against the heart and soul of the Tribe. We got to find out what kind of day Wade Davis is going to have. So we're going to look at right here at the purple number. And he's rolled a 10. So he's going to just a normal day. We're going to look at his B column, and here comes the pitch to Francisco Lindor. Base is empty. Oh boy. Well, it's not a strikeout. It's going to be an error rating on the shortstop, And the shortstop better not have a rating of 14 or more. Escobar's got a 3, so it's going to be a 6-3 putout. One up, one down. Michael Brantley. Happy holidays to you too, RJL518 and everyone else, Tribe Fan and Dave Gardner and Philip Reynolds and everyone else joining us. Michael Brantley, here's the thing, right? I know that Michael Brantley is going to have a bad season. He's only going to play 11 games. He's going to have no home runs. He's going to have no triples and a 231 average. Would it be right to actually bring him into this game? Let me see. I need to analyze and overanalyze. But I do need to analyze who actually played in this game. Let me see here. Here is the game. And they brought Rajai Davis in. Oh, they did bring in Jose Ramirez. He didn't have an at-bat. Rajai Davis had an at-bat. So, in that case, to be honest, I don't feel bad about bringing in someone. The question is it going to be Ramirez or is it going to be Davis? Well, it's going to be Jose Ramirez is going to come in, actually. Jose Ramirez is coming in for the Tribe. Pinch hit opportunity for the Tribe against Wade Davis. Now, Ramirez is a switch hitter. That's the only reason he got the nod over Rajai. But here we go. One out here in the bottom of the ninth, and bases are empty. Here comes the pitch. 45, and that is going to be a ground ball hit down the first base line. Hosmer backhands and tosses it to Wade Davis. Ramirez dives for the bag and not in time. That will be a 3-1 putout. And the Tribe are down to their last out here to keep their 4-game. Is it 4? I think it's 4-game win streak. Could be longer. Well, anyways, Mike Napoli. Last hope for the Tribe. Here comes the pitch. Wade Davis gets a sign for Perez. And the pitch. 33. And that is going to be a split of 12. And that is going to be a walk by Napoli. But it's also a walk plus. So they're going to give him the walk. But now he's trying to steal second. He's got a 17 chance. Now, what's Perez's arm? Perez is a strong arm. So it's 1-15. He's going to try and steal second here. Get himself in scoring position. Here comes it. All we have to do is look at the purple number. 1-15, he's safe. 16-20, the game is over. And it's a 17. Perez throws them out. Oh my gosh. And this one is over on the caught stealing 2-6. Edison Valquez goes to 2-5. Josh Tomlin drops to 1-4. Wade Davis with his second save for Kansas City. And your MVP, Jason Kipnis of Cleveland. This one is now in the books. And we'll go ahead and auto-play the rest of today and see where we stand. So we are headed off to at Houston. 3 games at Houston to take on the Trash Can Bangers. Pre-Trash Can Bangers, I guess. But the Tribe dropped to 18-10, and let's see how everything is shaking out here in the 2016 season. Play of the day was Miguel Cabrera for Detroit. Bottom of the 10th, Detroit batting, bases empty, 2 outs, game time. Miguel Cabrera hits a game-winning solo home run to win it for the Tigers. Wow. Excellent. All right, so American League East is all tied up between Boston and Toronto. Half a game back is Baltimore, and Tampa Bay 1 back. The Yankees are only 2 back, and I say yes, only 2 back. At one point, I think they were 8 games back. They got off to a horrible start. I think they were 2-12 to start the season or something. It was like really bad. I remember they had a really bad start to the season. So they're starting to play better and start to catch up. Cleveland's got a 2-game lead over the White Sox and 3 over Detroit. And in the West, it's the Angels 2.5 over Houston, 3 up on Seattle. The National League, it's the Nationals who've been dominating since the beginning of the season. 7.5 up on the Mets, RJL's favorite team. And 12.5 up on Atlanta and Miami. Washington got off to a really good start. And in the National League, it is Pittsburgh, the Pirates, half a game up on the Schmubs, 3.5 up on Cincinnati, and 6.5 up on St. Louis. Milwaukee, wow, 5-26, 15 games back. Ugh. And in the National League West, San Francisco and Los Angeles have been battling it out all season, back and forth. And San Diego, 5.5, lurking in the background. Anyways, that's going to do it for your game from May 8th, 2016. The Kansas City Royals come into Cleveland and spoil the sweep, so there will be no sweep. But, yeah, it was a 4-game win streak. The 4-game win streak is over, but you can see all those W's and just a few L's. I think we are like 14 of our last 18 or something like that. At one point we were 5-6 on we were 5-6 on the season, and now we're 18-10. So that would be 13-4 in the last 17 games. So that's not too bad. Anyways, thank you all for joining us. Tribe Fan 879, RJL 518, Philip Reynolds, Dave Gardner, everyone. Have a wonderful Christmas Eve, and hope we'll see you guys soon. And you guys have a great Christmas. Hope you get lots of good things, and Santa doesn't leave you a big old pile of coal in your stocking. I'm sure I'm getting coal. That's all I have to say. I'm out. See you guys tomorrow.